Hello guys, Hassan here, and today I will be showing you the best deck for you to run for the XYZ festival for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. The best deck to run is Zodiac because it is a one-card combo deck where you can either summon Trident in your first turn to pop a face-up card your opponent controls as a quick effect, or if you are going second, you can overlay your Zodiac into Borbo, attack directly, main phase 2, summon Zeus, and you can detach 2 from this card to clear your opponent's field and your own field during either player's turn. Okay, let's get into the deck profile. So we run 3 Maxi and 3 Ash. They are staples that you should run in almost every deck. We run 3 Whiptail, 3 Zodiac Thoroughblade, and 3 Zodiac Ramram. You need a lot of Zodiac names in this deck so that you can make one card XYZs to summon the Zodiac monsters in the extra deck. We run 3 Nibiru, 1 Raigeki and 1 Monster Reborn. Raigeki is really good in this format because a lot of decks are nerfed and Raigeki can clear your opponent's boards really easily. You can plus a lot with this card in this specific format. Monster Reborn is an extender for if your plays get disrupted. We run 3 Upstart and 3 Desires to increase the consistency of our deck. And we run 1 Lightning Storm that you get for free from the special packs. And this card is really good in this format. You can either clear your opponent's back row or you can clear their face-up attack monsters, and this is good against a lot of the rogue decks that people are playing in this format. We run 3 Tenki, which can search any Zodiac to our hand, 2 Twin Twisters, and 3 Cosmic Cyclone. We have a total of 6 cards that can clear our opponent's back row because this deck can struggle a lot against Floodgates if you don't get to go first. And because you have a lot of flex spots in this deck, I decided to have a lot of back row hate. 2 Cold by the Grave to help make cure effects resolve and to deal with hand traps, and 3 Imperm. Imperm is good against a lot of rogue decks that you are going to face, and in the mirror match it can deal with Trident and it can also deal with Zeus. At least deal with 2 materials that you detach from the Zeus. For the extra deck, we have 3 Tiger Mortar, 1 Trident, 3 Borbo, 3 Hammercomp, 3 Chakanite, 1 Vespinato, and 1 Zeus. If Zeus wasn't limited to 1 and if Trident wasn't limited to 1, of course you'd play more, but unfortunately they are limited. Zeus is the card that makes this deck so strong because any Zodiac can easily go into Zeus with Borbo, and you can easily clear your opponent's field by doing that combo. You can even normal summon a Zodiac and overlay into Trident, clear a specific card that they have that could affect the Zeus, and then overlay into Borbo, attack directly, and then you can summon the Zeus in main phase 2. So these 2 cards are what make the deck. Vespinato can help you kill your opponent more easily and it deals piercing damage, which is why we run it. And for Chakanine, it can also help you kill your opponent more easily by detaching and special summoning a monster from the graveyard. And this deck can help you climb really easily in the XYZ festival, so I highly recommend it. Now let's look at a replay and see what this deck can do. Okay, so let's open up the replays. Go here. Okay, here we go. So let's look at our starting hand. So we started with 2 Zodiacs and a Nib. Okay, let's see what we will do here. We normal summon a Whiptail, overlay, go into Hammercomp, So you always want to go into Hammer Kong first if you will overlay into Trident, because Hammer Kong is the least useful one out of all of them, and so getting rid of it from your extra deck and using it as a material for Trident is really helpful for you, so that you can have two materials and you can pop once during your opponent's turn when their turn starts, and once in the next turn when it's your turn. Okay. We set one and we pass. Our opponent started special summoning some monsters. And here I was worried that he was playing Crooked Cook in his extra deck, and so I decided to pop one of his water monsters so that it makes it more difficult for him to get into Crooked Cook. And even if he went into it, because we have Vespinato, it can attack over his monster and deal piercing damage. Okay, so he droplets our effect. Which, I mean, didn't really do anything. But okay, I guess he really wanted to protect his monster. And the nib here made it so he wasn't able to kill us this turn. So this nib was really clutch. Okay, so we use Pot of Desires, plus a bit. We normal summon Thurblade, overlay into Borbo, and then when we were attacking, for some reason he used Droplet on the Nibiru and not on the Borbo, which doesn't really make any sense. So we attack directly with the Borbo. We overlay into a Chakanite, detach and special summon a Trident. So what I was trying to do here, I was trying to set up a Zeus and a Trident, so in case he drew another Droplet, he would have to discard two cards to deal with my board. And so I overlaid into Chakanine, detached and special summon Trident, and then I would overlay into Tiger Mortar, detach a material, attach the Thorblade onto the Trident so that it has 1600 attack and is able to pop a card during our opponent's turn. And then I would overlay again and summon a Hammer Kong, and finally I would overlay into a Zeus, and so I would have a Zeus with two materials, I would have a Trident, I would have 2 disruption on the field. Because I drew Ash and Nibiru, I would have a total of 4 disruption, and I have Monster Reborn as an extender. And so this is the power of this deck and what it can do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find the deck profile to be useful. The reason why you want to play in the XYZ festival is because you get so many gems from playing in that event. You get so many gems, and so using this deck will make winning and getting the awards much easier. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.